Bacteria. Let's start by defining embryogenesis. Okay, when you say genesis, meaning the beginning. So, the beginning of the embryo. So, what happens during the first day of this one? So embryogenesis, beginning of the embryo, happens at the first 8 weeks of the development after fertilization. Okay, so meaning embryogenesis is the process by which your fertilized egg develops into a multicellular organism. So there are steps when we discuss embryogenesis. Step 1 is very first is we need fertilization. Okay? This is the formation of a zygote. Okay? Due to the fusion of egg and sperm cell fusion. Okay? Or sperm cell fusion. So very first step when kung pumakutot ng first step for embryogenesis is fertilization. So union na sa sperm, then the egg cell. Next is cleavage. Okay, take note, all of the steps of embryogenesis, cleavage is a very rapid cell division. And then at this point, take note, zona pellucida. This is the outer covering of your egg cell. This is a protective membrane made up of glycoproteins, surrounds the egg cell, and then take note, during the cleavage process, your zona pellucida is intact. Okay? Why? It limits how big it can cell grow. So at this point, there will be division of cells inside, but ang size ng egg cell is intact lang or the same na kyaman. Okay? So there will be what we call cell division lang, but inside your egg cell. Okay, so again, first step, fertilization. Second step is cleavage. Okay, again, okay, if this is one egg cell, so there will be a cell division inside. 2 cells, 4 cells, then 8 cells. So ano na-notice nyo? Okay, it divide exponentially. So 2 cells, then 4 cells, then 8 cells. So again, this is a process of your cleavage. Okay, so meaning there will be rapid cell division until magkanto siya sa 16 cells, which is now called your morula. Okay, so again, this is morula, 16th stage, until makalabot siya sa blastocyst. Okay. Then also take note, these are immature division. The red one occurs in the uterine tube, meaning on the fallopian tube. And then this one, ang blue na once makalabot na siya sa morula, it occurs in the uterus. So here, another picture. So zygote, meaning fertilization, tapos na. There is a fusion of your sperm cell and the egg cell, forming a zygote. Then undergo cleavage, 2 cell, 4 cell, and 8 cell. And then morula. Okay. And then the third step is blastulation, or the formation of blastula. So take note, blastulation, ang egg cell mo will be now a hollow ball siya. Hollow ball like. So this is your blastula. Okay. This is a step 3, blastulation. So again, fertilization. The next, cleavage. Third, blastulation. Okay. During fertilization, anong the form? Zygote. During cleavage, that's your morula. And then during blastulation, that's your blastula. Okay? So, hollow ball na siya. And then, so further cell differentiation is the step 4. Okay? It will begin to differentiate and form cavities and develop more specific forms and functions. Okay? So take note na blastula, okay, or on the other reference, it's also called blastocyst. Okay? So difference is blastula, okay, when blastocyst when it is formed in mammals, and then in non-mammal, that's your blastula. Okay, so pero generally, if you answer blastocyst or blastula, it's the same. Okay. Here. So zygote, okay, undergo cleavage, and then undergo gastrulation, okay, forming your blastula. And then, so blastula has two layers. Take note ha, layers of blastula. You have your number one, trophoblast, and the other one is inner cell mass. So when you say trophoblast, that's the outer layer cells of your blastula. Okay, and the inner cells, okay, para siyang sulod, and it will be prized into two, epiblast and the hypoblast. Okay, just take note of their definition. When you say hypoblast, facing the blastocell, this one, blastocell. Okay, structure inside your blastula is blastocell, and then facing your blastocell is the hypoblast. Other side is the epiblast. Okay? And then important details, when you say primitive yolk-sac. Okay? So this is an early structure that provides nutrients and support your early development. So located on the side of the hypoblast. Okay, while your amniotic cavity located on the side of epiblast. Okay. Again, amniotic cavity will eventually surround the fetus. Okay? Forming your fetus, then amniotic fluid, para siya sa amniotic cavity. So, tandaan natin yung zygote, okay, plurula, blastula, okay, we have two layers, trophoblast, and the inner cell mass, okay, you have your epiblast and hypoblast. And then, please take note their definition. So same lang, iron and like. Two layers develop. Trophoblast, that's the outer. Inner cell mass, that's your inner. And then take note of this one. Inner cell mass, also called embryoblast. Remember your zona pellucida? Diba I said during your cleavage, diba intact pa siya? But this time, after blastulation, your zona pellucida begins to disappear. Okay, allowing the ball of cells now called blastocysts to grow, okay, and change shape. So again, zygote, cleavage, 8 cells, okay, forming your, morula, then blastula, and then you have this one. So after blastula, what will happen? It will undergo what we call gastrulation. In gastrulation, there will be formation of your what we call germ cell. Okay, that's your ectoderm, endoderm, okay, and otherwise mesoderm. So gastrulation, there will be arrangement of cells. Okay. But since nadula na si zona pellucida, disappear na siya, now they can form shapes. Okay? And then forming into germ cell, endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. Okay. Same here, step 5, gastrulation, formation of 3 germ cell layers. Again, ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. And then, during gastrulation, there is formation of primitive slate. This is a significant structure okay, that will mark the beginning of process where your cells rearrange and then it will form germ cell layers. Okay? So during gastrulation, ang pinaka-beginning it is ma-form na si primitive straight. So if you will be asked on what step, okay, there will be formation of primitive straight, the answer, gastrulation. Okay. Now, next step is the notochord formation. Okay. So week 3 of the development of the, after gastrulation, there is formation now of notochord. So this notochord is very important because it will lead to the formation of digestive system or digestive tract. So, notochord, digestive tract. Kaya siya, germ cell layers, ecto, meso, and then the endoderm. Question so far? Okay, recap na ha. Step 1 is, ano na form? Zygote. Stage 2, cleavage, ano na form? The morula. Okay, morula. Okay, and then take note that zona pellucida is still intact. So hindi siya mag-change ang shape, hindi siya mag-grow. Next step is gastrulation. So formation of blastula or blastocyst, and then differentiation, and then gastrulation. And then next, gastrulation is where your 3 germ cell layers, okay, but before the 3 germ cell layers needs ma-form a primitive straight. And then, okay, next is notochord formation. So this is the picture. So again, this is your primitive straight. Okay. This will be the signal na pwede na ma-form si germ cell, ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. And then after that, there will be notochord formation. Operated into as an embryo. You have your head, you have your tail, okay, are you primitive straight? Then formation of notochord. Okay, very important notochord. It will transform into your digestive system. Okay, then it also take note of this one. Help define the major axis of our bodies. So now this is the germ cell layer. Say germ cell, pinakauna din. So you have your ecto, meso, endo. So prefix, ecto is external, outer, meso, middle, endoderm, within. Okay? And then this is their transformation. So for example, epidermis, okay, that's the outer layer of your skin, comes from ectoderm. Okay? So kung may mga questions about this one, so you need to memorize this one. Okay? For example, brain comes from what germ cell layer? Ectoderm. Spinal cord, peripheral nervous system. Okay, mesoderm, muscle, bone, okay, kidney, and then this one is your urinary system, your gonads, and then your heart, circulatory system. Okay. Take note ha, there is difference between epidermis and dermis. Diba? Epidermis is the outer, next is the dermis. So if you will be asked, epidermis, dinhalin ecto, while your dermis is mesoderm. But if magwa ang scale, so safe to answer ecto. But if specific siya yung dermis, that's your mesoderm. And then endoderm, okay, within because there are the form C, digestive tract, stomach, colon, liver, pancreas, bladder, and lung. Next step after gastrulation is neurulation. This is refers to the folding process of vertebrate embryos include transformation of neural plate and neural tube. So, hindi naman ako marunong sila, no? When you, sa statement lang, kita nyo neural. So, ano mas step? Neurulation. Do you remember the notochord? Diba? At notochord formation, then neurulation. Notochord. Okay. So above that structure, you have your neural plate, and then it will fall, forming your neural fold. Then once mag-folding siya inward, okay, imagine nilo ano siya, the roof. So mag-folding siya inward, that's what we call neural crest. Okay. And then, okay, until this one, sa baba will form epidermis, which is skin, and then you have your neural tube. Okay. Since nag-fold na siya, it forms a halo. Okay. This will be called the neural tube. So, same naman din. So, first, there will be creation of notochord. And then second, to ectoderm. Ectoderm, that's this one, this layer. Epidermis. Okay. Thin flat plate called the neural plate. Okay, neural plate. And then, the neural plate bends back on itself and seals itself to a tube known as a neural tube. That's underneath your ectoderm or epidermis. Ready? Neural tube, then just beneath your epidermis, that's your neural tube. And the border where the neural plate has been get pulled underneath become your neural crest. So take note. Neural tube, because this is neurulation, so your neural tube will now become your brain and spinal cord. So kanina to si notochord will become your digestive system. This time your neural tube will form your brain and spinal cord. Neural crest, sometimes this is called your fourth nerve layer. Okay, and this one will become your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Take note ha, yours when you will be asked sympathetic and parasympathetic, okay, din alin kay neural crest, while your brain and spinal cord from neural tube. And then other things that comes from neural crest are your melanocytes, okay, Schwann cells, and then your bone and connective tissue of the face. So again, focus on the mesoderm. Okay, so these are the formation of your mesoderm. Okay, because it has 4 categories. Okay, there are 4: axial, para-axial, intermediate, and the lateral plate. Okay, start with the axial. So it will include your notochord. Again, your notochord will become your digestive tract. So that's why encourage. Okay, so magi sila na kay notochord. That's why si notochord are high mesoderm. Okay, and then you have your paraxial. Okay. Sorry ha. So I think para-axial din siya. So don't be confused ha. This is not para-axial. So that's your par-axial. So there will be formation of your somites. Okay. And then it will differentiate into your muscles, cartilage, bone, and dermis. Sorry, ang isang bago din na sa inyo. Okay? When we talk about dermis, the answer, mesoderm. Kung epidermis, ectoderm. That's why I read siya, muscles, bones, and dermis. Then intermediate, origin of your urogenital system, that includes your kidney, gonads, okay, adrenal glands. That's why I only see kidney and your gonads. Okay, last is your lateral plate. That's for your circulatory system. It includes your heart, blood vessels. Okay, that's why RDC, circulatory system. So take note lang, si mesoderm, divided pa into 4. And then all these organs or structures, okay, comes from mesoderm. Follow lang? Yeah. Any questions? Okay. Now this is your, what we call, spina bifida. Okay? This time, there will be abnormal closure of your neural tube. Remember, formation of neural tube, di ba? Neural plate, and then may neural cascade, tapos ma-close siya, okay, forming your neural tube. So if there is a problem on the formation of neural tube, amo ni siya ang clinical condition, what we call spina bifida. Okay? There will be birth defect, where two sides of the fetus spine do not join as they should, leaving a gap. So as you can see here, okay, may arakas may gap in between. Okay, if there will be no gap, if there is a gap but no opening, so this is a mildest form, your spina bifida. So this is called your spina bifida occulta. Okay, but if there will be formation of sac of fluid through the gap, okay, kung may formation this fluid, that's what we call meningo cell. Okay, and then my yellow meningo cell, sac fluid with a damaged spinal cord. So this is ang pinakalain niya form. Okay, is your myello meningo cell. Okay. So, spina bifida can lead to weakness, paralysis of the legs, lead to bladder control issues, and other physical problems. Yan ha, ano yung condition? That's your spina bifida. The abnormal closure neural tube, there will be a gap between the fetus spine. Any question? So, ano ang treatment for this one? Surgery. Okay. This one sa full type, wala man ang symptoms, kaya wala man lang ginahilagtan. But this one, so, ina-surgery na siya. Again now, when we will be asked, so what is the most severe form of spina bifida? Myello meningo cell. Okay, so we're done with your embryogenesis question. Yan. Sige. So recap for the steps. Again, fertilization, marriage, cell differentiation,
and when it comes to primitive straightforward,
next formation of
primitive straightforward,
conservation, then formation of stroke and then urination. Okay na siya. So, one topic was covered, that's your embryogenesis. Next, we go to your menstrual cycle. You're done with your anatomy na, no? Tapos naging ka mo anatomy as a third year. Wala nang ka po anatomy so okay. So you're familiar with this one, yeah? So this is your female reproductive system. So you have here your, this one, that's your hypothalamus on the brain. Okay. So this is your hypothalamus has a central role in regulating your or in female's menstrual cycle. Okay, so it produces your GnRH. Okay, that's your gonadotropin releasing hormone. Okay, so ang ginay mo ni GnRH. Ano? So now yung arrow, it will stimulate your pituitary gland to produce two hormones. You have your luteinizing hormone and your follicle stimulating hormone. So what's the difference between the two? Anong ilang function? Your LH will stimulate ovulation. Yeah. So both of them will stimulate your ovary. Specifically, your LH will stimulate your or will control your ovulation. And then, while your follicle, okay, from the word itself, follicle stimulating. Ano yung stimulate niya? Follicle of the ovary. Okay? This is responsible for the maturation of your follicles. Para mag-mature yung follicles. Okay? Anong significance ng follicles? Diba, ovary, follicles. Ang follicles contains your egg cell. And then estrogen production. Okay? Diba na-stimulate na si follicles? Then as your follicles mature, it will produce your estrogen. You have so very important hormones for your menstrual cycle. So it will regulate your menstrual cycle later on. Okay, here, diba, you have your developing follicles. Sakto. Okay, this is your ovary. You have your developing follicles, and then your follicles will. Ano yung produce yung hormone? Estrogen. Take note. You can produce estrogen. So this is your ano siya, uterus, okay, id cervix, okay, this is your inner layer, is your endometrium, while your outer layer is your myometrium. Myo means muscles, so ari myo, muscles na siya, and then sa sulod, you have your endometrium or endometrial lining. Okay, so anong purpose ni estrogen? Okay, yagakat to sa lining. Okay. It will thicken your endometrial lining or your endometrium for preparation for possible fertilization. Okay? So dapat pag busog ka, okay, dapat ang imong nga endometrial lining is dako. Okay? It's thickened. Kung hindi siya thickened, okay, maulog na ang bata. Okay? So estrogen will prepare your endometrium, if it can't enough, so that it will prepare your endometrium for fertilization. Okay. Another function of your estrogen is this one. Yan, nagkato din siya balik. Okay, because this will be your negative feedback. Okay. Once down the estrogen on the system, okay, it will signal your hypothalamus to stop producing GnRH. That's why nagbalik siya. So it will act as your negative feedback mechanism. Ambal siya. Oh, hypothalamus, stop na po the estrogen, so stop releasing GnRH. Okay, so there will be balance on the formation of estrogen. So it will inhibit further production of your GnRH. And then, LH, FSH. So ano ba ito? So, how many days ang menstruation? Wala. That's yours. Ilang days? 28 days. So, on 28 days of normal menstruation of a woman, so, diin na siya ang most likely na mabusog. Kaya sa pinaka-center din. So, yun, 14 days. So, 14 days, okay? So, that's the perfect timing yan, ovulate ang female. Okay? That's why on the calendar method, so mo na siyang gina-target. Yan, if you, kung tayo ang busog, if you, ang bahi, 14 days. Okay, ha? So, kung hindi nyo gusto magbusog, avoid si 14. Kung gusto nyo magbusog, ilakang mo sa 14. Okay? So, that's the range kung dito ang bias and the ovulate. Okay? What do you mean by ovulation? Meaning, nag-mature na yung follicles and then, in-release na ang egg cell from your follicle. That's your ovulation. So, once yung ma-release na, okay, here, i-drain siya, pato sa imong nga, fallopian tube. Okay, and then, if matay niyan, there is sperm cell na magkadto di, sulod, then mas-swim ni siya, swim as a day. So, egg cell, ovum, plus your sperm cell, kung magtabuhay sila, that's now your fertilization or zygote formation. And then, embryogenesis na dahil. Okay? So, mahin na siya dahil sa morula, blastocyst, and then ma-form na siya dahil embryo. Lagyan sige na. So, this is a continuation of our first lecture. Today, ito dahil start embryogenesis or fertilization. Okay, and take note. So, 14 days. Okay? If you'll ask me, safest, hindi ko magpusot, yes? During the during ba, siyempre, you will avoid the menstruation. But safest is after menstruation. Okay? Because you're still immature follicles, wala ka pa yung egg cells. Okay? So this is true for the, true lang siya for the, again, regular. Regular ha? Yung irregular ka, so, hindi mo mabala. Okay? Kaya, hindi mo ma-predict ang timing of your ovulation. But if regular ka niya, then you can predict your ovulation. Okay. So, anong ka-trigger? Guys, sige na. So, anong ka-trigger so that your egg cell will be released from your follicles? Ano ka-trigger? So, ka-trigger na siya if there's a lot of FSH and LH. Okay? So, on the middle, right, on the 14th day of the menstruation, there will be a surge. So, ma-surge yung FSH, di ba? Follicle stimulating, and your LH, ma-surge na sila. Then, that's the time that will trigger, mature na ang follicle ko. Pwede ko na ma-release si egg cell. So, once ma-release ang egg cell, ovulation will die. Okay? Sige. Start on the difference. Okay. So, question. So, once ma-release ovulation, let's say regular ka, and then on the 14 days, kapag nag-release ang follicle mo egg cell. So, how many days or hours nga viable ni siya? Okay? It will be viable for about 12 to 24 hours. Okay? So, perfect timing din na siya. 12 to 24 hours, ready siya. And then your sperm cell, okay, is viable for how many days? 5 days. Okay? So, after sexual activity, so, once masulod ang sperm cell, it could be viable for 5 days. And then your egg cell, viable for 12 to 24 hours. So, if may timing na mag-meet sila, okay, then, na siya. There will be fertilization. Okay? So, it's not accident, yun ang buhay ako. Okay? It's perfectly planned. Okay? That's perfect timing. It's not a coincidence. Okay? Perfect timing. Perfect. This is sperm cell. Nagulagda. perfect man, yan ang tayo bilangin nga, nag-release ang ovum. Okay. Sige. So remember this one? So remember your fertilization and then again na siya gani. There will be 2 cells, 4 cells, diba? 8 cells and then blastocyst. Okay, remember kanina sa babaw ni okay, it's occur in the fallopian tube. Once nag-blastocyst na siya or hollow na siya ka ball, then add na siya sa uterus. So sometimes, for example, there is a mean. So, and then as days goes by, so mag 2 cells, 4 cells, and then kasama ka doon ang siya yung uterus. So, then mag-form si embryo. Okay, so na-visualize nila. Ano sa di-guiding? Okay, corpus luteum. Okay, your corpus luteum after ovulation, okay, it is follicles will form your corpus luteum. So this is a temporary structure wherein it's the one that produces your progesterone. Okay? So if mapaputod ka mo again, nag-produce estrogen, the ovarian follicles. Sino nag-produce progesterone? Corpus luteum. So ano ni corpus luteum? Role niya. Okay. Also, din siya gaano, siya po sa endometrium. Di ba si estrogen ang nag-start? Yung mag-tiken. Okay. Kung may area kung fertilization, kailangan si progesterone to stabilize ang tiken ni endometrium. Hindi siya mag-tiniwat. So again, si progesterone, it will help your endometrium to be tiken liwat. So making it will be suitable for implantation of your fertilized egg. Now once maglapot niya ang fertilized egg, okay, your endometrium is still thickened. So what happens if wala pregnancy? Okay, the waste lang yung egg cell. Wala inanimate nga sperm cell. Okay, the corpus luteum will break down. So magdula na siya, that's why it's called temporary structure. So mag-break down siya and then, ano matabo kay progesterone? Since wala si corpus luteum, it will fall. So if there will be fall of progesterone, that will be the signal nga, ay wala fertilization, wala ovulation, may natabo. So ano matabo? Mag-thin out yung mga endometrium. That's why, natabo ang menstruation. So kung wala siya sa kung wala ovulation, fertilization ng tabo, madula si corpus luteum, then madula man si progesterone, then mag-thin yung endometrium, then start of menstruation. That's why kung gabunan tusok ang bahi, wala man menstruation. Tata, it's because progesterone is nagsaka. Because may occur nga fertilization. That's why, di ba, mga females, di ba, afraid wala sila menstruation, base man, nagusog sila, base may fertilization yung nag-occur. So now, gets nyo na? Basya? Organize now? So everything is planned. Anong pinag-test para to know if gabusong ang bahay? Pregnancy test. Anong pinag-test ng pregnancy test? Anong ang that's your beta HCG. Okay, ha? Or, anong HCG? Human chorionic gonadotropin. Ito na HCG, beta human chorionic gonadotropin. Okay? So, din natin yung sa HCG. Okay? Remember this one? Implantation of blastocyst. Once na-implant na ni si blastocyst, okay, your blastocyst will produce beta-HCG. That's why mabalaan na dayon niya, uy, gabusog ka. Because, meron ka blastocyst. Meaning, nag-occur ang fertilization. Meaning, ang zygote mo, nag-iimok morula, nag-iimok blastocyst. That's why, mabalaan din. High beta-HCG meaning, patient is pregnant. But not all the time, ha? So sometimes, woman is high on beta-HCG, although hindi siya pregnant because of tumor sa ovary. So sometimes, yung mga tumor sa ovary, HCG mo, but hindi ka busog. But physiologically speaking, wala siya. So question? Naintindihan na?
Yes.
Sige. Sige, recap na. Hypothalamus here. Anong ginano niya? DNRH. Your pituitary. Your pituitary will?
Release within 91 and
LH for luteinizing. H, ovulation. Follicle stimulating, that's for development of follicles. Simple. Ovary. Okay, anong matapos sa ovary? Once nag-stimulate ng follicles,
Release estrogen.
produce estrogen. So estrogen will weaken your endometrium and will negative feedback your hypothalamus to stop or inhibits production of GnRH. Okay? And then, once ma-mature na si ovary, si follicle, mabuka na siya, release of your ovum or egg cell, and then ma-meet sila ni sperm cell, fertilization, and then embryogenesis. Ito di siya. Sa makalabot sa uterus. And then what will happen to your follicles? It will transform into your corpus luteum. Corpus luteum will produce progesterone. So it will have stabilized, thicken yan, endometrium. And then what if wala fertilization? Matabo? Your corpus luteum will be breakdown. Okay, wala ka ng progesterone. And then, mag-eat out imo ka, endometrium, then start of your menstruation again. Okay, after menstruation mo, okay, balik ko naman tayo siya, hypothalamus, okay, release GnRH. Okay? So here, same thing. Okay, estrogen, responsible for the growth of breast, menstrual cycle. Okay, this one, uterus flow, maintains your uterine lining or endometrium. Okay. Progesterone, again, active shortly after ovulation. Yeah, after ovulation. Imagine your follicle, di ba? Pag-uwi na ng ovulation, pag-uwi na sa egg cell, then mabilis ang follicle will form your corpus. Your corpus luteum will become, will create now your progesterone. Okay. Here, help uterine lining become receptive for implantation. So it will support your estrogen. The FSH, okay, made by pituitary gland. Okay, same lang na. Okay, FSH, okay, is the first cascade of hormones. So kung wala si FSH, okay, wala may ma-stimulate sa imong follicle, wala may ma-produce ng estrogen. So the first cascade is FSH. Okay, stimulates the eggs, okay, and increase the production of estrogen. Luteinizing, it's for ovulation. Again, trigger the release of egg from ovary. Okay. Okay. So take note of this term. Okay, when we say menstrual cycle, it starts at puberty. And it will continue throughout the life of a female until menopause. Until menopause. And then, clinical term, what do you call the first menstrual cycle of a female? Okay, anong tawag? The very first menstruation of the female, ha? Menarche. Ha? Spell menarche. M-E.
Gusto mo lang sila iyaw.
Menarche. Okay. So especially if there is problem on the menstruation or the early hormonal imbalance, okay, sa mga teenagers, so your OB will ask always, when was your menarche? So kung naman pati mo, sana yung menarche, that's the first menstruation of a woman. Okay? Menarche. Okay? During your menstrual cycle, there is two different cycles that occurring simultaneously. So that's your ovarian and uterine cycles. Okay? Concurrently with ovarian cycles. So, kita sa uterine, there will be changes on the endometriosis. Okay. Saan makita sa picture? Okay. So usually, your menstrual cycle 1 to 5. So it's available pa 7. Okay, and then until day 28. So again, mas makita nyo, day 14 is your ovulation. Okay? Take note of this one. So ovarian cycle has two phases. One is follicular, two is luteal phase. When you say follicular, okay, no, because there will be development or maturation of your ovarian follicles. So, ano nakatabo sa follicular phase? Okay, day 1 and up to sa 14, ang first half, ano nakatabo? Follicular phase. It's all about the maturation of your follicles. So, ano yung needed? Ano needed niya hormones of the follicles? Yes. That's your FSH. That's why your FSH is the first cascade of pregnancy. So need follicles, FSH. So follicular stimulating hormone speaks with it. Wala na kakita. But later on, kita nila siya si FSH, mataas pa niya siya. Okay, same here, taas siya. And then, your LH, mataas man. And then your estrogen, mataman, taas. Once may mature follicle ka na, so, that will trigger to produce more estrogen. So, mataas na. Again, okay, I have said before, what triggers your ovulation? Because of surge of your LH and FSH. This is surge, nag-peak siya. So, on the day 14, once pag-peak na si LH and FSH, so nag-good signal na mature na si follicle, sige, expel na si XL. Okay? So, during your follicular phase, okay, anong natabo kayo progesterone? Then, sa follicular phase na tayo, anong natabo kayo progesterone? Di ba wala siya? Why? Sino kayo yung progesterone? So during follicular phase, wala ka pa corpus luteum. Of course, yung progesterone is nabukan. But during ovulation, okay, there will be surge of your LH-FSH, estrogen as well, and then since magawa ng egg cell, okay, ano yung bali estrogen, mabali siya kay hypothalamus, napagawa ko na si egg cell, pwede na po mag-due time. So, mag-due time si FSH, Kasi GnRH, Majutai 78, Majutai 78. Kaya matama sila, dugo, after ovulation, that's between days 15. Sino mataas na sa luteal phase? Kaya ganun, because your follicle will now become your corpus luteum. That's why we call it progesterone. Tata. And then, your mature corpus luteum, okay, if wala ovulation, will become now corpus albicans. Corpus albicans from, alin sa corpus luteum, this time, your corpus albicans cannot produce progesterone na. So what will happen to your progesterone? Like drop na si progesterone, then start of the new cycle naman. Balikan naman kay menstruation because of the drop of progesterone. Okay, nag-drop na rin siya. So nag-gets na. So that's the ovarian phases, follicular and the luteal. And then, you have here your endometrium or cycle, duaman. Okay, that's first phase is proliferative phase. Proliferative phase. Why? Because there will be proliferation of your endometrium. Kita nyo si endometrium will start to thicken your endometrium. And then after ovulation, buligan pa rin sa progesterone, wala na. Super thicken na rin siya. Okay? So this time, if super thickened na siya, okay, next time niya after proliferation phase is your secretory phase. Yeah? So take note ha, duha phases, so different cycle. And you will be asked, ovarian cycle, that's your follicular and luteal phase. And you will be asked, what are the phases of your uterine cycle, that's your proliferative and secretory. So same, okay, same lang, RLH, FSH, renal surge, kaya matapat estrogen, and then NAO, and then your progesterone, saka, okay. Day 1 to 7, menstruation, and then, this is your, ano din yung phase? Proliferative, kaya matapat siya double, and then, dahil na double, that's your secretory phase, okay, or menstruation na siya. Sige, Ali. Same here. So this is the summary. Tingnan, Canada. Okay. So this is the summary of the menstrual cycle. Okay, from hypothalamus, pakanto sa hormones, okay, the different phases, okay, the formation of ovarian follicles. Sige, sino nakuha nito? Sino sunod? They're based on the nature. If you got it right, you'll have a +5 sa quiz. Siya lang. Or want to volunteer? Kaya ma? Sige, summarize from there. From hypothalamus. Sige, stop. Say hypothalamus. From the hypothalamus. Any sentence. Ang ganda mo.
So, si hypothalamus, nang siya nag-stimulate or release sa GnRH. And then si GnRH mag-stimulate sa pituitary to release the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Si follicle stimulating hormone nang siya na ang responsible for the maturation or for stimulating sa purpose studio para mag-release sa matured egg cell. And then,
LH.
ayan.
Right, LH.
Say luteinizing hormone from the ovary will
Ano naman ni LH?
say luteinizing hormone will
Formation for ovulation.
Then once mag-mature na ma-release siya sa
I-release na siya.
ma-release sa going to the uterus. And then after 14 days of the ovulation, and then see
Ay, ano matabo na yun sa ovulating follicle? It will become
release of egg cell,
and then will become your Nari.
corpus luteum. And then si corpus luteum will produce progesterone and estrogen. Si estrogen nang siya na ang thicken sa endometrium, and then kung mag-thicken ang endometrium, ma-produce isa negative feedback to the hypothalamus para mag-stop ang pagsige ng thicken sa lining. And then your progesterone, siya na ang stabilize ang endometrium. And
So what happened kung wala ovulation?
if there's no ovulation, there's a decreased chance na women being pregnant.
So ano matabo ka? Progesterone?
Yes.
And then,
And then, kung shed na ang
your menstruation. Okay? Okay. Kung sino pa na-confused? Balik ka. Sige, sino pa na-confused? Wala na question. So, expect ha. Kasi nga suli-suliot ka mga balon na kamo. Questions? Against that? I-ask na questions. Okay ha? So, there will be translation again. Wala na? So, these are some notes. So, save lang isa ito. Ano nakagina i-discuss o your follicular phase. Okay, so, take time to read lang. Save lang sa gina. Next, this one. Follicular phase, this is where your follicle mature. So take note of this. Okay, the most mature follicle is called Graafian. Double A na G-R-A-A. Graafian follicle. Okay, this is the most dominant follicle and the final stage of your follicular development. Okay, and then it contains large antrum. So your antrum is a fluid-filling cavity. Okay. So if mayroon ka ng antrum, this is now also a signal that it is ready i-release na si egg cell. Again, mature Graafian follicle. So as you take note here, diba? You have your primordial. So, you have to ask what is the most immature follicle. That's your primordial. To become primary. Okay, it will become secondary follicle. Diba remember, I said, your follicle is the one that produces your estrogen. Okay, so if makakuton ka mo, which, okay, or what stage of follicles na first produces estrogen. Secondary follicle. Okay, ha? So, secondary follicle is the one that produces your estrogen. Si primordial yan, immature pa na. Si primary, wala pa na siya. So, ma-start pa lang produce estrogen si secondary. That's why take note, wala pa di sa proliferation ng katabo, wala pa di ka-increase si estrogen. Okay? Why? Because di pa lang start estrogen rising up, proliferation, if estrogen was being released by secondary follicle. And then a mature is called Graafian follicle. Okay? So same here, primordial, primary, and secondary. Okay? So some other books or like in-include pa nila antral follicle, okay lang na. Secondary, then Graafian. Okay? Then ovulation occurs. Okay? There will be release of follicles. And then that's why what we call luteinization or luteal phase will be this follicle will now turn to your corpus luteum. Then this corpus luteum will produce what hormone? Corpus luteum?
Progesterone.
So luteal, second. Okay? This one, corpus luteum. Mag-degenerate na siya, it will now become your corpus albicans. Okay? So there will be decrease of estrogen and progesterone and then ready for menstruation. Okay, fertilization. Okay, if you'll be asked if you offer a fertilization, the fallopian tube. Ayan. Sperm viable to live 5 days. And then we have what we call capacitation. Okay, this is the time where your sperm move faster, and then the time where it fuses on the secondary oocyte. So same here, diba? There will be ovulation, day 0 and then day 1. Okay, if this is your fertilized egg, and then it will undergo first FH, then 2 cell, 4 cell, 8 cell, and then morula. Okay? Yan na, if mag-compact na yung 8 cells, that will be called morula, and then blastocyst. And then, there will be implantation of blastocyst. And then from here, we undergo mga relation, notochord formation, hasta maging mo na siya, embryo. Okay? Clinically, we have what we call ectopic pregnancy. Kasi ectopic, outside of the original site. So instead, yung division ng ganito, wala din siya kalusot, division na nag-form. Okay? So what will happen? Kung hindi na siya sa fallopian tube, so hindi siya magano. The embryo will not be suitable sa fallopian tube. So may mo siya ectopic pregnancy. So dili siya, wala din siya nagkano sa uterus, nag-linear din siya, oh. Okay? So what happened? Wala din yan. So panubo ni ang baby, wala na form sa uterus. So hindi siya na form sa fallopian tube. So anong kakson? Kakson lang yung fallopian tube. Okay? It will burst your fallopian tube. So dahil na siya mag-burst na siya dahil. Okay? So that's why immediate OR tayo then operation for ectopic pregnancy. Okay? Ikaluwa. Again, for this one, 12 to 24 hours. So and it gets 4 days to go to the So ano din siya? So this is your sperm cell. Okay, this is your zona pellucida. Okay, and then your sperm cell is able to penetrate your zona pellucida. Again, zona pellucida is the outer protective layer of your egg cell. And then, once your sperm cell penetrate the egg cell, okay, paano niya ma-penetrate? Okay, because remember, the sperm cell has acrosome. Remember acrosome? This is as a head of your sperm cell, which contains enzyme that can break your zona pellucida. Then once makasulot na din siya, then it can form now fertilization or zygote. And then they say, hindi siya manunbaw na una. We have its selection. It's a natural selection of the ovary kung sinong masundol niya nga sperm cell. So it doesn't mean ikaw na una, ikaw na dahil ang piliyon. If we dig deeper on the physiology, okay, so there are specific egg cell and select sino ka sperm cell iya ka masundol. So not all sperm cells. So patay mo tayo, hindi na siya kasi iya nga masundol. So once masundol na siya, then fertilization and sperm. So hindi na siya pang nauna. So you are destined to be born. Okay? So ilang napagilyan ni God nga, ikaw ganyan ang sperm. Out of the million sperm, ikaw ganyan lucky one.
Wow.
Okay? Remember? Abali Lord, abali nga. Okay, I know you before you were born. Okay, wala ka pa na bata sperm cell ka pala, kabalo na siya na ikaw ang makasperm. Okay? So this one, what happens after fertilization? So, sa Marila ni Kakina, zygote, mitosis, 2-cell, 4-cell, 8-cell, morula, blastocyst, and then implantation into your uterus. Okay? Approximately 6 days post-fertilization. Maybe that's why most sensitive ways of pregnancy mga 1 week because I na see blastocyst sa iyong mga uterus. Okay? Yung mga 1 to 2 days after fertilization, it will have a ECG, so hindi pa naman detect sa pregnancy test. 2 weeks para certain naging siya. Okay, creation of the twins. Okay? Identical. So, nagkakatalo ka identical. So, your neural net divides into 2 forming into 2 separate blastocysts. Meaning, nagkakatabo. So, isa lang ka egg cell, okay, ang na-fertilize. But what happened during morulation, di ba? So, duwa ang nahimo na blastocysts. So this blastocyst will form an embryo. This one will now form the embryo. That's why, and then identical twins can sila yan. Okay? So most of the time, same gender, the male or female because of same genetic makeup. So if makita ka mo identical twins, male-female, super rare pa kita. Okay? Ano? Hindi, separate siya. Ay, fraternal. When you say fraternal, dizygotic, meaning 2 separate oocytes fertilized by 2 separate sperms. So meaning twins ka mo, pero hindi ka identical. Why? Because you have two different placenta gidya. Okay? Duwang egg cell gidya ang nagkakabuwa ang na-fertilize, at the same time, duwa man ang sperm na-fertilize. Okay? So that's how your twins forms. So, Doc, what if isa lang ka egg cell ang nagwa, pero duwa ang sperm cell na nag-fertilize? Pwede na? Pwede? Grabe man si Excel na dahak-dahak mo. Boyfriend 1, boyfriend 2. And then, paano matapos? Remember, during fertilization, okay, you have 23 chromosomes from the sperm, 23 chromosomes from the egg cell. So, if duwa ka sperm ang masulod sa egg cell, so ano na matabo? So, dumadabo sa bigyan ang chromosomes. Okay? So, it is viable, pwede siya matabo, but rare, that's what we call polyspermic. Meaning poly, meaning dabo ka sperm, ang nagsulod. So, polyspermic. But, after na siya mabata, there will be genetic abnormalities, kisa hindi pa mabuhay ang fetus. So, hindi siya viable for life. So, that's the principle of stick to one. Okay? Imagine, Excel, galing ka stick to one. Kung ikaw mag-stick to one, what will happen? Chromosomal abnormalities. Sakta? Okay, that's how physiology works. Okay? So, question. Okay? Magka-genetic disorder, ginaya ang bata. And then, it will not form life. Question? So, this will be the last slide. Okay? So, take note of your assignment. Depende. Iha assignment,
Ay, wala, wala ito sa
genetic abnormalities. Instead, yan po yung sila. Wala sila sa centering. It's all about okay, so this one, assignment. Iha. So, okay, we talk about mitosis, but kasi includes in the exam. So, differentiate mitosis from meiosis. And then, how maternal and paternal twins work. So, dili, habaw lang siya. Okay, I want you to elaborate on this one, ha? Creation of twins. Para mabasahan again and then maintindihan again. Okay. So, question? Assignment is one of crosswise. Any questions? Chichiana, so we cover Christ the disease, we cover the child cycle. Okay, that's how life. That's the formation of life. Question?
answer.
Yeah. So, close that. Okay. Please prepare water.